Brett Okamoto here at UFC 230, where Daniel Cormier just defeated Derrick Lewis for his first heavyweight title defense. I'm here with his coach, Javier Mendez, and Javier, great performance, I thought, by Daniel Cormier. Could it have been any better?
No, it couldn't have been any better. Would have been worse for us is if Daniel would have did what he traditionally does, slugs it out with the guys, but he followed the game plan, just like he did with Dan Henderson. You know, the whole plan on this one here is, you know, don't get comfortable. And when he gets comfortable, Daniel decides to screw around. So I said offensive, defensive, don't get comfortable, and he did exactly that. After the first round, myself and Crazy Bob said we want the same. Wrestle him, take him down, he'll get more tired, and then you can finish. And on the choke department, we said no arm bars, no this, just only chokes. And that's exactly what he did.
Why do you think he followed the game plan this time when traditionally he may be loose with it?
I think he followed the game plan because we got in his head, this guy's too powerful, too dangerous. You want to blow it? No, you got a big date with Brock. You want that fight. He wants the Brock fight. So yeah, he couldn't screw this one up.
Yeah, as a camp, you came in, you felt very confident about his skill set, and particularly how it matched up with Derrick Lewis. But did you feel that pressure coming in that hey, if Derrick Lewis comes out and lands one of those big punches, then we just gave up our Brock Lesnar fight?
Yeah, we did. But hey, the money was too good. Dana made a very good offer to Daniel, and Daniel's a company man. He always comes to bat for them. I mean, Dana knows what he did for them and what he had to go through to get here and do what he did. So, and it's much appreciated, both ways around.
DC keeps saying, of course, that he's going to retire by the time he's 40. That's not too far from now. That's next March. He looks pretty good, though. I mean, he looks pretty good out there at Madison Square Garden. Do you believe him that he is definitely, absolutely out of the sport by 40, or do you think he could be enticed to come back and stay longer than that?
We don't want him to come back. We want Brock, and we want him to be done. Myself, Crazy Bob Cook, Dwayne Zinkin, the whole crew, all of them, Rudy Mendoza, Rosando Sanchez, Leandro Vieira. We want him to retire. Move on, do the commentating, do other shows, NFL. I mean, he's so talented in so many different areas. Move on to another arena. He doesn't need to do anymore.
Do you see any situation in which his last fight is not against Brock Lesnar?
I don't want to. I don't want to think of nothing but Brock Lesnar. It's Brock Lesnar. That's it. That's what we want. We want the show.
Yeah, but to talk about that, what is it? Is it, you called it a show, but is it a fight as well? What do you think of Brock as an opponent for Daniel Cormier?
More dangerous than this one. More dangerous than this one because Brock can wrestle, and he's a big boy. So Brock is more of a dangerous fight for us. I don't think we would have taken the Brock on 3 weeks' notice. No way. No, because his wrestling is you got to respect Brock. He's a big man. He's very powerful, and he's got damn good wrestling.
So I think if DC were to take any other fight besides Brock, it's pretty obvious. Maybe the John Jones thing would come into the picture. It's very clear that you are against that. I can see that from the way you're answering these questions. Why? Why do you have no interest in facing John Jones again if the opportunity came up?
Well, because DC said, my last fight, I'm retiring. There's only one fight left. It's been set for Brock Lesnar. Brock Lesnar pushed him. I want him to push Brock back. Let him push back. Let's get that one back. Let's push him back where it counts.
Yep. Real quickly before we let you go, moving away from DC a little bit, obviously Khabib Nurmagomedov, he had a big victory over Conor McGregor 1 month ago, and now it seems like he's been traveling the world, talking to different world leaders, everything else. What have you heard from Khabib since he left Las Vegas in October?
He's been traveling the world, meeting a bunch of presidents, president from, I believe, Hungary, right? The king from Abu Dhabi, President Putin, the president from Chechnya, and they're all wishing him well. And it is one of those things where he did his trip. He's moving around doing what he needs to do, and now it's time for him to spend some time with his family, and all I got to say is this, I wish all fighters would just listen to the rule that it's not a written rule, but leave family, leave religion, leave politics out of this, it's just, this is a sport. This is not a real fight. If it's a real fight, then you got guns, you got knives, you got sneaks, this and that. Let's keep it real, let's leave that stuff out. It doesn't need to be involved. It creates too much hate. I don't like it.
Yeah, and that's why Khabib did what he did at the end of UFC 229. Were you surprised when he went up over that fence, or looking back on it, can you make sense of it?
Well, when the fight was announced, I told him, look, he's going to come after your father. He's going to come after religion. He's going to come after the politics. He's going to come after your manager. I thought he might come after me, but I'm kind of difficult because I like him. I like him. I think he's a great showman. I think he's a great, great fighter. It's kind of hard to come after me because I don't really talk bad about him. There's nothing bad to talk about the man. He is fantastic. He fought a great fight. You know, he fought a lot better than I thought he was going to. I thought he was going to fight great, but he fought a lot better. He just, no one understands what it's like until they're in there with Khabib. So he did fantastic, you know, and I gotta say is, you know, he's a great guy, but don't just leave the other stuff out. He's a great showman. Let's keep it with other things that he can do.
Is there any chance in the world Khabib could box Floyd Mayweather?
That's what I want. That's what I want, Floyd. Why not? Is this prize fighting or this is not prize fighting, right? Why not? Let's go, Floyd. Let's go. Yes, I'm all for it.
If it's not Floyd, he's got all kinds of options, right? Conor wants a rematch. Tony Ferguson is there. Maybe George St. Pierre. I know he's expressed interest in that one. Ben Askren's now calling him out. Which of those interests you, his coach, the most? Which one would you be most excited to prepare for?
Floyd.
Floyd is not an option.
Okay,
Floyd is not
an option. From what I would want to see for legacy, GSP, yeah, very attractive. From a sports perspective, Tony's deserved it. But you know, hey, he's done everything he was supposed to do. Give him one of those events where he can have a good time and enjoy the moment. And why not? Biggest prize fight. Why not?
Well, you were in the corner for the main event at 229, in the corner for this one, 230. Congratulations on both of those victories.
Thank you.
Appreciate the time.
Yeah, thank you.